Ladies and gentlemen, this is John Rare. First off, thanks for watching. We are here at Scott City Hill Cemetery. Now, when I asked the viewers where was some haunted places in Alabama, this was one of the names that got brought up. And as you see right here beside me, Scott City Hill Cemetery. This is off of 78 in Leeds, Alabama. Now, one thing that I already found weird was right here at this grave. This is a 1954 grave, but you see that there's no grass over it at all. This was Thomas Martin, died October 11th, 1954. Now, according to this, World War II. Now, I find it weird that, as I said, there is no grass grown on that tomb. I'm going to continue to look at some of this other area. Now, some of the markers out here don't look authentic, to tell you the truth. But as mentioned, and of course it looks like it's been vandalized, unfortunately. Most of these older cemeteries get vandalized like this too much. Now, and the upkeep's not the best. You see this one here is actually going downhill. These over here are completely overgrown. Now, like I mentioned, this is in Leeds, Alabama. We were free to come here, of course. Let's see, U.S. Army World War veteran. Now see, a lot of these, it just looks so run down. And they're so sparse and misplaced, actually. So far, I haven't seen anything out of the way. Originally, we were going to go to a different location today, but it's actually no trespassing now. So, if you're going to do this kind of stuff, do it legally. Contact the owners of the property, of course. We're just simply doing research. We're trying to research the most haunted places here in Alabama. As I mentioned, Highway 78 is literally right there in the background, so this cemetery is not off the beaten path at all. Unfortunately, a lot of vandalism, of course. A lot of stones have been destroyed. This one here actually has a tree growing out of it. Let's see. It says 1941. I don't even see, these don't even have a marker on them. No, this one's actually in the woods. Now, doing research on this land and this plot, I couldn't get too much information, to tell you the truth. Some people said it's one of the oldest in Leeds, but I couldn't bring up too much information about it. See, this is actually turned, and all the woods are actually grown up around it. Of course, anybody that has information, please feel free to send it to me. People say that this place was haunted. I definitely don't get that feel. I feel that it's definitely old, run down, and upkeep's not too great on it. But when it comes to, and there's a lot of room up here too, but when it comes to saying that it's haunted or you get a weird vibe from it, I definitely don't feel anything. You know, I'm not sure if that's one in the woods or if that's just a, I think that's just some old flowers actually pushed back there. So some of the graves definitely ain't as old as what I thought originally. I was told, now look at this. This one's actually, the block is caved in on the inside. And see the upkeep, 1927, 1956. Some of the upkeep in here is actually really horrible, but the graves are actually turned towards the woods. So 1938. So there might actually be some graves in the woods, honestly, the way it looks in here. 1943. Here's a little one. Let's see. There's so much unmarked stuff and stuff just laid to the side like this. 1931. But as I mentioned, I definitely don't feel any kind of supernatural presence. Definitely don't hear or see anything. The only thing that was weird was some of the placements for the plots themselves. Definitely overgrown. So, in all, I would say the only thing that caught my attention, being a little weird. Now the World War, there is definitely some World War veterans buried here. But the only plot, let's see, where was it? The only plot that stood out was right here. And that it just hasn't got no grass grown over it. 1954. And like I said, the vandalism on this side. But all in all, don't feel anything. Just more vandalism over here. The tombs just seem, headstones just seem really out of place, to tell you the truth. So honestly, I don't think there's any truth to this place being haunted at all. Like I said, that one plot's the only thing that kind of stuck out. There are some really old ones in here, World War vets, but I think we can debunk this one as nothing in here. Obviously we could come back at nighttime and try it again, but Scott City Hill Cemetery seems to be clean. and clear. When I get home, I'm actually going to review the film, listen, and see what's up. This is John Rare. Thanks for watching. Please send messages, suggestions of other places here in Alabama.